How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. My name is FaZe Crypto. Feel free to follow us on Snapchat. All that being said, the central theme of this video is going to be blockchain. When I do my research on cryptocurrencies, the two fundamental underlying things that I'm looking for are scalability and function. Ultimately, DigiByte has both. I've been thinking and really contemplating, searching my soul for the actual difference between DigiByte and Bitcoin as far as value goes, and I think that conversation speaks for itself. It's one that's ultimately going to come to the forefront when cryptocurrency is really acting in the physical world in a way that's on a larger scale than currently. I mean, obviously cryptocurrency is pretty big at 255 billion where it currently stands, but it also has the potential to be much larger than it is. We're talking $1 billion market cap, and we're talking about $1 trillion market cap. I'm sorry, and that's a lot of zeros. That's a lot of value. And as that comes, we're going to see a lot of shakeups in the rankings of cryptos as they currently stand. And I think that this is ultimately where DigiByte is going to have a lot of potential to overtake the other cryptocurrencies. I'm not going to be so bold as to say that DigiByte's going to overtake Bitcoin, but I might. I mean, in this video, we're going to explore a lot of different things, but I think right now I'm talking about the long term, year by year. DigiByte has already proven that it can stick around. DigiByte's already proven that it is well established within a community of people who are educated about cryptocurrency. It's not a bunch of noobs paying it, who are all behind it. It's strong hands, and people are waiting to see how DigiByte is going to, ultimately, I was paying attention to these different facts. I mean, the functionality of Bitcoin versus DigiByte is something that I recommend to pay attention to on that sort of train of thought. And looking at the DigiByte, I mean, the long-term game that they're doing, I mean, 2014, everybody, and think about how many people were even aware of cryptocurrency in 2014, and how many people will soon become aware of cryptocurrency by the year of 2019. It's unprecedented growth happening on a global scale, and it's really all right in front of you. You really have to be kind of an idiot to not see these sort of things. And hey, I mean, I'm not calling names here. This is just me saying my opinion. It's all tongue-in-cheek, of course, but all that being said, there is wisdom to be had in between the lines. Definitely do your research, because DigiByte speaks for itself. DigiByte really is a cryptocurrency that's well established within the legacy of the history of cryptocurrency as it's come to this point. Respectively, there's a great community that's built itself around DigiByte that's ultimately, it goes hand in hand with the technology and the reputation. I think DigiByte has really proven itself, and the value, of course, is intertwined with the components that we're going to be discussing in this video. So let's get right into it. DigiByte blockchain. Realistically, if you learn one thing from this video, if you take away one piece of information, it's the fact that cryptocurrencies that do not have blockchain are ultimately going to be forgotten. Remember this, mark my words, because the cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, DigiByte, anything with a blockchain has real world applications. I mean, blockchain is being used for voting. West Virginia will use blockchain-backed smartphone voting in 2000. So blockchain is changing the world. It's opening up a door that ultimately is going to lead to technology having a really significant impact on the way that we see things developing. And I believe that DigiByte really does have a strong idea of what the future is going to look like as far as the various different developments that are happening involving the greater, essentially more and more people all around the world getting smartphones and having this interconnected ability. Not only does DigiByte operate as a essentially as a currency, but as well as the fact that the technology has other applications that can be built on top of it as well. The fact that DigiByte has been expanding into various different territories that aren't really being dominated by cryptocurrency at this point, but they do have that window of opportunity open for technologies like DigiByte. And now when we talk about the fact that DigiByte is starting to essentially, we look at the news, what's happening, and this new wallet I was pretty excited about, but DigiByte, an older coin, regaining its popularity. It is interesting to see how, obviously I've been paying attention for crypto. I've been paying attention to essentially this space for a very large amount of time, years in fact, and DigiByte's always been on my radar because it's essentially innovating the way that people perceive the cryptocurrency and how it has potential in every day-to-day life. So I look at the team that's working with DigiByte, and there really is a strong team that's working on this project. And when we take into consideration the fact that they do have this idea of what the future is, because essentially cryptocurrency is a paradigm shift that's happening on multiple levels of society, and it's going to trickle down and affect various different things. And DigiByte essentially is one of those cryptos that's really ramping up to do something that's ultimately, I could see DigiByte moving up in rank. Currently we see DigiByte where it is in the number 33 position, but I think we could see DigiByte easily in the top 20 very, very soon as things continue to move forward. It's one of the cryptocurrencies that I'm most excited about. Of course, this video is entirely my opinion. This video is not financial advice. It's for entertainment, educational purposes, of course. Remember, I'm not your dad. This is just my opinion regarding DigiByte for sure. But all that being said, we look at the market cap where it currently is at 256. I personally look at the facts about DigiByte, and I believe that DigiByte probably could overtake Bitcoin. Think about the fact that Bitcoin has had this reputation, right, that's developed, and it's been, everybody and their grandmothers heard about Bitcoin. You're probably talking about it at Thanksgiving, but also, there's also a tarnished reputation of the old cryptocurrencies that were at their all-time highs. Certainly everything was at its all-time highs at the end of 2017, but the fact being, Bitcoin took a lot of the attention away with that $20,000 mark. As far as consumer mentality goes, seeing something like Bitcoin go from $20,000 to $7,000 does impact the overall perception that the everyday casual viewer of cryptocurrency has on this space. And looking at this from really a more realistic perspective, what's the actual fundamental underlying difference as far as intrinsic value is concerned that ultimately separates Bitcoin from DigiByte? And I think that this is going to be a fundamental talking point in the conversation that's going to be happening among the community of people who've been paying attention to cryptocurrencies as we see DigiByte giving Bitcoin a run for its money. I think that there will be a massive paradigm shift even within the ranks of cryptocurrencies themselves, and there easily could be huge shakeups in this space. Certainly the conversation regarding regulations is big and yada yada. There's a lot of different things that we need to take into consideration, but I was looking at the different videos about DigiByte. This one by Altcoin Daily was pretty good. I'd recommend that you guys go and check out this content. It is always, I always like to share different, give out different shout outs to different channels just because I think that it's important to share, multiple different opinions. I recommend that you guys go and subscribe to this channel as well. All that being said, make sure that you do your own research on DigiByte, of course. All this video is certainly, it's just my opinion, and obviously I have a title of my opinion of freedom of speech and all that, but DigiByte, I think it very much does have potential to have a really interesting future in front of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how these things are going to go. All that being said, you guys can actually connect with us on our Twitter by, you guys can follow us on Twitter. We'll be including the link to that in the description. And also make sure that you connect with us on Snapchat. All that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, found it educational, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.